So essentially, I'm not going to show my face because I'm not in my Thrive era, but basically all my stats are non-functional. So I have my statistical plan. I did literally all of my statistics and everything was fine. I wrote them all up and everything was fine until we got to this stupid scale. It's supposed to have a maximum score of 8. How is my mean 10? Why did they not ask, like there was 6,000 people for the first scale, 1,000 for the next. Why didn't they ask the rest of them? Why have I lost numbers? Like, this scale is basically making me scream and cry. Yesterday I did in fact cry. So we've given up on that scale, and my statistical plan that I literally came up with fucking ages ago and wrote entirely up is now changed. Because I can't do it.
So yes, I did then in fact cry about this whole debacle. I then emailed my supervisor and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, this probably is fixable, but I don't want to fix it, so I'm no longer even dealing with that scale. And I had to rerun every single one of my analyses and come up with entirely new research questions.
It's been so long, you've been so tough, you've kept it up, you've kept me up, been standing tall, keeping strong, and I'm doing well, I'm eating more, and though you might think that you're fine, you need someone.
So I've basically now got some method. With all the statistics, I don't even want to look at them anymore. But basically what I'm doing is making APA tables, which, if you do psychology, is the bane of my existence. So I've currently got examples up because I'm literally just Googling the example, copying and pasting it in, because you have to do all of these stupid like lines, and like they can't touch, it has to be double spaced. You have to have like a line where it's like a line at the bottom that says note, like all of this rubbish. I also need to shrink that, but I don't know how to. Oh my god, Jade's back. So I now have all my APA tables, although I need to go through and fix them, but I do have them. So I'm currently sick, which is why my voice is like this, and I honestly don't know when I last gave an update, but I emailed my supervisor and asked, now what? And I've changed my data title to data source. I feel like I need a bit more in here, but I don't know what. He also said I need to add a statistical analysis section, which would go before the results. But my thing is, I know it sounds obvious that it would be what your statistical analyses were, but I don't get how that's different from the results where I've said a paired samples t-test was conducted. Like, that's why I've got all these Google things saying how to do it, but I'm going to see if I can find an example, because I don't know what needs to be said, as in I don't know, I don't get it, I don't know what I'm doing.
And though you've been in your time, you need someone to love. And though you might think that you're fine, you need someone. And though you've been...
So, honestly, me and my camera are having issues. My camera has something stuck in the zoom somewhere, like it's migrating through the lens. Now, the dissertation update. First of all, I'm sick. Still sick. I like to make it people's problem because I'm not good at being sick. Now, the dissertation problem. So, my research paper, I've currently done method and results. I need to do intro and discussion. I've done it in a weird order, yes, but I don't know how to do the intro, which is weird because you think, oh my god, no, it's just the same as your lit review. It's not, because I'm doing a completely different thing. Silly. My supervisor also said, I sent him an email being like, babe, what actually goes in my method section? Because I'm doing a secondary data analysis, and we have example disses, right? The example of secondary data analysis is pretty much not secondary data analysis. It is useless. So I asked him what goes in my method section, and he was like, are you in the statistical analysis section? I said, yeah, that's my results, you silly, that's my result. And he was like, you're so stupid, like, you stupid bitch, you need a statistical analysis section. I was like, what? So apparently I need a statistical analysis section, which I've now created, but is, in my idea, is the dumbest thing you could include. Because basically, if you do psychology, what it now means is at the end of my method, I have a statistical analysis section which says, like, in order to answer research question 1, I did a t-test in which this was variable 1 and this was variable 2. Normally what you do is in your results section, you would put like research question 1, and then a paired samples t-test was conducted where this is variable 1 and this is variable 2 in order to answer this research question. So you know, it's right there, you don't have to go back and forth. No, for some reason, I'm not doing that. For some reason, my results section is just the numbers, which would just say a significant relationship was found, or no significant relationship was found, but without telling them what test I've done, because I tell them what test I've done in the statistical analysis section. But that to me is stupid, because why would I want to, like, by the time I get to research question 5, I don't know what test is happening anymore. I'm going to have to scroll all the way back up to the method and go, oh, so this one was a regression model. I don't know why this is happening. I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, obviously I'm going to do it because my supervisor's marking me, but it would be nice if this was a thing that, like, was universal, because I don't know anyone else doing this. In all the example papers I've seen, only one of them has had a statistical analysis section, and funnily enough, they only did one statistical analysis, so it made a lot more sense. I've done 5. So it doesn't make sense for me to do this. I don't understand why I'm doing this, but alas, I am doing it. So I now need to go back in through my results section, and every first sentence after the research question title needs to now just be removed. So I'm no longer saying, oh, a paired samples t-test or a regression model did this. I'm just saying, hee, this was significant. Here are all my numbers. It's stupid, it doesn't make any sense. No one else I know is doing it, but I am not happy. So I guess I'm gonna do that. And I need to go through and just check my stats, because I don't know what needs to be italicized, whether there's a space after a bracket in any cases. Like, is it F? F is in italics, but is it F space brackets, or is it F brackets? Where are the spaces? Do I have any spaces? I've also made 6 tables. I don't know if I need 6 tables, but I haven't referred to them all, which means I either need to refer to them all, or just say, like, see the appendix for the output. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not enjoying this research paper. Like, it should be easier than the lit review, but because mine has nothing to do with my lit review, I didn't run the research on my own. There's no idea what's going on. It's actually a lot harder. Like, I'm definitely going to do worse in this, even though I would say I'm better at writing essays than doing research papers, but I'm not bad at writing research papers. I do them, they work, they're correct. But then I have hit or miss essays. Like, sometimes my essays whip out a 78, and then sometimes they're like, Saskia, this is a 62, you stupid. And I'm like, oh my god, that hurt. Whereas my research papers are like consistently, not so consistently. I did a module last year where I did all my data analysis correct, but then we were putting the correlations in and I just put them all in the wrong boxes. So I had correlated the right things, I had the numbers for correlating the right things, but then I had put that I had correlated things that I hadn't. So I got a 55 in that section. I still got a 64 in that paper, but yeah. And then the next paper we did, I got 76. So get you a girl that can do both. I'm now going to struggle to fix my results section. We're going to end this dissertation diaries after my results is done. Then we're going to go and do, I reckon discussion is the next section I do. But I also kind of need an introduction, but I don't want to do an introduction, so. You know, I'm not motivated to do this. I was motivated to do my lit review because I actually enjoyed it. This, I do not care. Like, it's so generic. I don't even know if I've said what I'm doing. Basically, old people got anxiety and COVID, okay? So did everyone else. It's not like it's a research question it's not a novel research question or anything that people haven't studied before. We know the answer. We know more people got anxiety and COVID. So why does anyone care? Like, this is common knowledge, whereas my lit review, I couldn't have guessed the answers. I hate this shit. I hate this shit.
So then I took some time looking through my results and doing my tables, and honestly, I still don't know if they're correct, and at this point, I just don't think I care anymore.